Hello, this is Ray Main here again. Today I'd like to talk to you about what 15 years of keeping bees has taught me about building anything. I've kept bees for 15 years, and the single most important thing I've learned had nothing to do with bees. It had to do with what happens when you stop trusting the process and start trying to rush it. When I first started keeping bees, I thought I knew what I was getting into. I'd done my reading, I had my equipment. I figured, how complicated can it be? Pretty complicated as it turns out. The first thing bees teach you is that they don't care about your timeline, not even a little bit. You can want honey all you want. You can check that hive every single day. But if the conditions aren't right, if the colony isn't ready, if the queen hasn't done what only she can do, there's no honey. And all your waiting and checking doesn't speed it up one bit. I had to learn to trust what was happening inside that hive, even when I couldn't see it, even when it looked from the outside like nothing was going on. That was a hard lesson for me. I'm a worker. I like to see progress. I like to feel like I'm moving. But bees don't care what I like. There's something that happens inside a healthy hive that's invisible to anybody standing outside it. The workers are doing their job. The queen is doing hers. The whole system is operating exactly the way it's supposed to. But if you don't know what you're looking at or looking for, it just looks like a box of bugs. I've thought about that a lot lately, now that I'm building something online, because the early stages of building anything look about the same way. From the outside, nothing's happening. You're putting in the work, you're showing up, and you've got nothing much to show for it yet. And that's exactly when most people crack open the hive when they shouldn't. Start changing everything, switching strategies, jumping to the next thing because this one doesn't seem to be working. I did that with bees once, got impatient, got in there before the colony was ready, disrupted things that needed time, set the whole hive back weeks. I've done the same thing in business more times than I'd like to admit. Here's what 15 years of bees taught me. Activity inside the hive doesn't always look like activity from the outside. Growth that lasts is usually quiet. The work that matters most is often the work that nobody sees. Your job isn't to make it go faster. Your job is to keep showing up, keep the conditions right, and trust what you can't see yet. That's it. That's the whole lesson. I'm 77 years old and I'm still learning how to be patient. You'd think after all this time I'd have it figured out. But patience isn't something you master. It's something you practice. Every season, every new thing you try to build. What I have now that I didn't have at 40 is this. I've seen enough to know that the slow parts are usually the important parts. The stuff that looks like nothing is often the roots growing down. God grows roots first. That's been true in my garden, in my hives, in my faith, and in this new thing I'm building now. The fruit comes, but not on your schedule. If you're in a slow season right now, building something, trying something new, wondering why it isn't moving faster, I want you to hear this. Keep showing up. Don't crap open the hive too early. The works you're doing right now that nobody sees, that's not wasted. That might be the most important work you'll ever do. Leave me a comment and tell me where you are. What are you building? What's the slow part for you right now? I read every one. I'll see you in the next one.